Hello. I have already discussed part B questions in my previous videos related to quantum physics, and now I am going to discuss part C questions. So in this video I will discuss two questions, question number 50 and 52 from booklet A. So let's start. So the first question is, from the differential scattering cross-section portion. So the differential scattering cross-section formula is given to you in this question, and what else is given? That theta is the scattering angle. For a certain neutron nucleus scattering, it is found that the two lowest phase shift delta naught and delta 1 corresponding to S wave and P wave respectively satisfy delta 1 is approximately equal to delta naught by 2, assuming that the other phase shifts are negligibly small. The differential cross section reaches its minimum for cos theta equal to, तो आपको cos theta की वो वैल्यू निकालनी है जिसके लिए d sigma by d cos theta is minimum. Okay, so this is a very simple question, because here what is given to you, that for S wave means L is equal to 0, and for S wave phase shift is delta naught, and for P wave means L is equal to 1, and for P wave the phase shift is given to you delta 1, because L is equal to 1, delta is delta L. Okay, so you change index by L is equal to 0 and L is equal to 1. Okay, and the relation is given to you that delta 1 is equal to delta naught by 2. And one more thing is given to you, that other phase shifts are negligibly small. मतलब आप L is equal to 2 रखेंगे, L is equal to 3 रखेंगे, so that are the phase shifts, which is the values of those phase shifts is very small, so you can neglect those phase shifts. Okay, now rewrite the formula d sigma by d cos theta. So this is equal to mod of summation 2l plus 1 e to the power I delta suffix में l sin delta suffix l pl cos theta mod square. Okay, now put the values. So you need to put only L is equal to 0 and L is equal to 1 over here, because other values will be 0. So now put L is equal to 0. So you will get, for L is equal to 0, the first term you will get 1 into e to the power I delta 0 sin delta 0 p0 cos theta. P is the Legendre polynomial. So you just remember 2-3 values of Legendre polynomial, because it's very important. Plus, for L is equal to 1, you will get 3, 2 into 1 plus 1, 3 e to the power I delta 1 sin delta 1 and p1 cos theta mod square. Okay, so now you have to calculate the minimum value. So for minimum value, this d sigma by d cos theta will be 0. So now put this will be equal to 0, and here you will get e to the power I delta naught sin delta naught and p naught cos theta, means p naught x is 1. This you should know, plus 3 e to the power I delta 1 sin delta 1, and p1 cos theta is cos theta, or you can say p1 x is x. So here x is cos theta. So So we are writing here cos theta mod square. Okay, now if you take under root, this square will go and you will get only e to the power I delta naught sine delta naught plus 3 e to the power I. I am replacing delta 1 by delta naught by 2 because delta 1 is delta naught by 2 is given in the question, and sine delta naught by 2 cos theta. Now you have to calculate the value of cos theta. So what you will get? Okay, we will move towards the next slide. So cos theta will be equal to minus of e to the power I delta naught sine delta naught e to the power I delta naught sine delta naught divided by 3 e to the power I delta naught sine delta naught by 2 divided by 3 e to the power I delta naught by 2 and sine delta naught by 2. Okay. So from here, if you take this denominator part to numerator, you will get 1 by 3. So here you will get e to the power I delta naught by 2 because delta naught and minus delta naught by 2 will become delta naught by 2. Okay, and sine delta naught you can write as 2 sine A into sine B. So this will become 2 sine delta naught by 2 into cos delta naught by 2. Why we are doing this? Because here we have sine delta naught by 2 and we want to simplify. So you have to see that sine delta naught, you can convert sine delta naught into sine delta naught by 2 into cos delta naught by 2. So the sine delta naught in denominator will cancel out. Okay. So now this e will go no, and here you will get sine delta naught by 2. So this will cancel out and there will be a minus sign. So what you will get? Minus 1 by 3. Now open this, e to the power I delta naught by 2 is e to the power ix is cos x cos delta naught by 2 plus I sine delta naught by 2 into cos delta naught by 2. Here you have cos theta. Now equate the real part from both sides. So you will get the cos theta will be equal to minus 2 by 3. Here one more 2 is there. This is a 2. So this 2. So minus 2 by 3 cos delta naught by 2 square. Okay. So this is the minimum value of cos theta. No, this is the value of cos theta for minimum differential scattering cross section. Okay. Now check the answer. So the answer 3 will be correct. I hope this question will be clear to you. Okay. So this is a very simple question. You just need to simplify this question. So mathematics is involved here. Because everything is given in this question, you just have to simplify this. Okay, now we will move towards the next question. So the next question is from the elastic scattering Born approximation method, differential cross section in the Born approximation. What is given to you in this question? The potential is given VR is equal to A by R e to the power minus R upon R. So this is a conventional type of question. इस type के question previous exams में भी आते रहे. So this is, you can say this is a conventional type of question. Okay. So for this the Born approximation, the differential cross section d sigma by d theta is equal to f theta comma phi mod square, and f theta comma phi is the scattering amplitude. is the scattering amplitude. Okay, so you need to remember the formula of scattering amplitude in Born approximation. So this is the only way to solve this question. You need to memorize the formula, and the formula is minus 2m upon h cross square integration limit 0 to infinity r sine h square q sine q r vr dr, and here q is the momentum transfer, and the value of q will be 2k sine theta by 2. But in the given question, theta is the scattering angle. Okay, but in given question, the theta is 2 theta. So you can replace this theta by 2 as theta only. So here you will get 2k sine theta. Okay, now put this value in the known formula. So what you will get, the scattering amplitude f theta comma phi will be equal to minus 2m over h cos square q limit 0 to infinity r sine q r, and Vr is a by r. Okay, Vr is a by r e to the power minus r upon capital R dr. So this r will cancel out. You can take a outside this integration because it's a constant. So you will get minus 2ma over h cross square q and limit 0 to infinity sine qr e to the power minus r upon capital R dr. So there is a trick to solve this type of integration, because otherwise it will take more time. So there is a trick. The trick is you can use the Laplace transformation. So the Laplace transformation formula is Fs is equal to limit 0 to infinity e to the power minus st ft dt. Now you can compare. So this is the ft, this is ft, and e to the power minus st. So s will be your 1 upon r. Okay. So you know the integration of sine qr. You know the Laplace transform of the Laplace transform of sine a t will be equal to a upon s square plus a square. So here our a is q and here our s is 1 upon r. By comparing this formula, you can find out that our s is 1 upon r and our a is q here. So now put the values. What you will get, minus 2ma upon cross square q, and here you will get q upon 1 upon r whole square plus q square. Okay, so q will cancel out, and this is only f theta comma phi. Now for finding out the differential cross section, you have to take square of this. So d sigma by d theta is the differential cross section, and you have to do the square of this. So what you will get, 4m square a square upon h to the power 4, and if you take LCM, then this r square will go up, 1 plus r square q square, and your q is k sine theta, 2k sine theta. Your q is 2k sine theta. So what you will get, 4m square a square h cross to the power 4 r square upon 1 plus r square 4 4k square sine square theta. Okay, whole square of this. Whole square of this, and this will become r to the power 4. This will become r to the power 4. Okay, now check from the options which option will be correct. So the fourth option will be correct. Okay, I hope the solution of this question number 52 and the question number 50 will be useful for you. If you find any difficulty in any CSIR NET physics or GATE exam, you can comment below, and if you like the video, please press the thumb icon and subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thank you for watching.